Dr. aBOuT. There's Logan. How y'all doing? I'm just chilling out over here. I don't even have my earpieces in. I'm just sitting there. I don't know what my voice sounds like. I'm gonna go to that mic. Or should I go to that mic? Oh, it had too much reverb. Sorry about that. I'm watching it on my phone. Hey, look, I'm thinking about starting. Hey, anybody interested in any kind of hats like this? They're cool. I like them, man. They fit my head. They're basically a ball cap. I don't know. I put show cursor, but it's not showing it. I don't know who's going by gunning on the gas on the floor. Yeah, I saw 2 honeybees while I was down there. Can y'all hear me? I don't know. Let me know what the audio is like. Oh man, my back. You want a nap? I'm sure you do after them eggs and stuff. Man, that look good. But yeah, I'm just chilling, man. I'm just chilling out. It feels pretty good out here. Where am I? How y'all doing out there? There I am. I'm right here. I'm just hiding. I'm back here lurking. I'm lurking on my own live stream, man. Oh, I was just looking at my channel, man. Look, check this stuff out. Oh, wait a minute. Where am I at? Shouldn't have been there. Turn that down. Oh, okay, that's what I need to do. Look, all right, hang on. I shouldn't have went there. But look, I've got 2,460 something subscribers, right? And according to the YouTube algorithm, my view count should be at least 10% of my subscriber count. So when I go over here and look at my first video, it should be 246 views, but it's only 21. Now look at my next video, it's only 19. Well, that's like less than 1%. Now look at my next video, 21, 43, 22, 11, 8, 4, 5, 2. I mean, really? This in here for some reason, oh, the Road Rager actually got 804 views. I mean, that's crazy, right? So anyhow, this is the dilemma. I didn't really, man, I need, look, I'm fixing to set up a studio. I'm fixing to do a lot of changing, because man, I'm telling y'all, I went down there. I experienced Outer Limits, Twilight Zone, and whatever other crazy kind of daggum crap you could ever imagine in real life. Unbelievable. People that cannot move forward in time because they're stuck. They're harping on one point in time that's been 40 years ago or better. Oh my goodness. I about lost my sanity. My brother freaked out. Man, I'm all right. I'm gonna chill. I love my brother and all, but man, for some reason he's come to believe that you have to have an authority above you. I'm gonna put my earpieces in and see what this is sounding like. But yeah, he feels like. And also, I'm gonna turn this camera off, and I'm gonna get my Where's People's Last Stand? I need People's Last Stand to come on in. Where you at, People's Last Stand? Test. Too much. Okay. Oh, I didn't ever. Okay. What the hell? I'm telling you, man, y'all hear all that shit falling or something. Man, I just had to chase a hawk out of the daggone yard. Well, I mean 5 acres. But I don't know. I saw it. It came within 30 foot of me. It swooped down and started flying back up, but it was going into the woods. And it had something in its mouth. And it might have been a little snowbird or a finch or a little finch thing. But it landed on a tree limb. I'm like, daggum, that thing, I've been seeing it for over a week now. I saw something moving in the woods and it was on the ground and I thought it was a rabbit. So I started going toward where I saw the movement, and whatever it was went from the ground up into the tree limb. I'm like, yeah, that's probably an owl. But to be honest with you, this looked like it had like a 4-foot wingspan. And I swear it looked like a golden eagle, but it was small. But I mean, it was big, but it was small. You know what I mean? To be a golden eagle. But it was that color and that shape, because the head was like lighter than the wings, but the wings were like gold, man. It was a magnificent looking bird, but I'm like, man, squirrels out here in these woods, and I don't need something like that that's hunting in the woods. I mean, that thing's flying through the woods like it ain't no problem. Uh-oh, I hear some static. Mimi, I forgot to mention you, Mimi. I texted on, what are we doing? Man, I'm getting where I can't see anymore. Hey, what's the deal with when you got chat up on your phone? There's a stupid heart in the way. And the heart doesn't do anything when you push on it. Or does it? Hang on. It gives you an option, but then you can't do nothing with that option. So why the hell is it in the way all the time? You can't get rid of it, but you can't leave read the last comment. What's going on? Interesting things. I don't know. Can y'all hear any music in the background or anything? Or because I was trying to get something where it ain't so. I don't want to overpower anything. You know what I mean? I don't know. I keep getting this static over here, y'all. Can y'all hear it? Or is it just on my end? Yeah, I'm drinking coffee. I don't know what that does to it. But yeah, I was just looking at my channel and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go live and talk about it. Or what was the title of this? I'm sorry, guys. I ain't lying, man. I went through an episode of Twilight Zone, Ripley's Believe It or Not. I don't know, whatever other, the 7 Wonders of the World. Well, there's 2 of them down south of Mobile, Alabama. That's right. I said south of Mobile, Alabama's 2 more wonders of the world. I'm serious as hell, man. Man, I just ain't never seen nothing like it. Man, I spent almost $2,000 in a week because I paid all my bills and all this stuff at one time, and that trip Well, I didn't spend that much. I also didn't make a whole paycheck. That's what I'm adding in to make it. That's how much I spent, right? And I'm like, fuck, hang on. I'm like, man, let me try something here. Hey, y'all can see me better now, right? I don't like that. Alright, but anyhow, look, I was just getting on here to show that, man, how come I'm only getting, like, on this video, 4 views? I mean, only 4 views? Why? That's my plasma light.
I can't do it all video.
That's kind of how the skies look today. Show me Sasquatch. How you doing? Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how come I don't get 10% of my subscriber count on my views. Like this video right here, it only got, where's the view count? 4 views right there. Been up for 12 days, only got 4 views. That means 0.00004 of my subscribers. I mean, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I'm sorry, I'm not set up for this. I'm fixing to start recording some songs, y'all. I'm fixing to compete with Upchurch. I'm kidding. I'm not a musician, but I've got a few songs and I don't care. I'm to the point right now, nothing matters. I don't know how I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. I don't know if I'm just gonna go to work and tell them, look, you better give me what you want done by Thursday, because after Thursday, I can't guarantee if I'll ever come back here again or not. I mean, that's the point I'm at. And I don't even want to do that. I don't want to do 1 minute of work unless I sit there and get paid what I should be getting paid. You know what I mean? I've done got to that point. Because I could save, look, I'm telling you seriously, it cost me one whole week's worth of pay to afford to go to work every day. You know what I mean? It cost me $600 a month in gas and lunch. And then Uncle Sam gets another week in taxes. So that leaves me 2 weeks out of my 4 weeks worth of work for that month to sit there and use to survive. But then when you buy the high priced food, it's taxed. So not only did your money get taxed before you got it in your hands, it's getting taxed when you try to use it. I mean, come on, this shit ain't right. This shit ain't right at all. And then you find out the government's been squandering money like they've been doing. I mean, it's bad enough they're sending that stuff over there to Crane. But daggum, to sit there and find out they got auto pay going out every daggum month to all these countries. Trillions and trillions of dollars a month. God, I'm so tired of this place. Oh, here I go ranting again, y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah, we do. I used to, man, hangouts on there but when they started censoring YouTube, where you couldn't use words like China or the COVID-19, yeah, I'm using the words now. But when you couldn't use those words, man, you couldn't, like, I put up a daggum video on goat spiderweb milk. It was all true, man. A daggum research thing in what do you call them? Oh, hell, what do you call those universities? Whatever, a university laboratory did an experiment and they spliced the web part of the DNA of a spider into the genome of a goat. And when that goat produced milk, it had the spider webbing in it, and they would extract it out of the milk, and they could make material that was like, it could be aluminum foil thin and be equivalent to 1 inch of steel. You know what I mean? It was crazy, and the tolerance to heat. Man, I think it'd go into thousands of degrees, and it wouldn't hurt it. And it was light. I'm talking about light. So I did that, and man, that thing was up for 4 years. And you know what? They took it down. And said it was medical misinformation. And I had all the links to the university, videos and subjects or research, what do you call it, PDFs. Just crazy, man. Crazy. So I'm about to give up. And then when you do sky videos, you only get 4 views. Maybe 12. Come on. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just sitting here, I'm bugging out. I was gonna sit there and go through some shit, but I ain't. I'm about, look. Shorts, I can get some views on some shorts. That's crazy. Like 270, but I only got 3 views on this shirt. Oh, that's because I put it private. But I can get this one didn't for some reason. They come in peace. I was showing the sky. Look, that's why anytime you show sky videos, you can hang it up. Because you're not going to get any kind of views. I thought it'd let me see it. And that only got 4 views. That's what's so messed up about it all. That only got like 4 views. That's crazy. What is this? And it only got 3 views. Oh, that was me again. Oh no, I'm sorry, that was 51 views. Now here's one that only got 44 views. What was that? Oh, that was when I walked in that. The police department. And like this, and you'd think one like this would have got more than 72 views. I mean, really, shouldn't I get more than 72 views? It's a weird short. I just thought it was kind of weird, How do you get out of this? Yeah, I thought that one was weird. It only got like 74 votes, views. And like the Gulf of America, I thought that would get more than 196 views. I mean, hell, it's a brand new name, right? And I went down there to film the Gulf of America. I wanted to get down there and check it out. All right, this in here. Yeah, okay, this thing. It always skips back front. All right, like 32 views on this.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground.
I mean, really, why didn't that?
There is a fifth.
There's a fifth dimension. It always goes back to the beginning. I gotta go dig all the way back down here. Where was that? Well, anyway, I'm done with that. I'm tired of talking about that. Oh, where am I at? Let's see. We are live somewhere. See how my internet does me? Alright, I can see the chat better now. Alright. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me, man. These people are scared of the truth being shown. They're scared of the masses seeing what is really truly happening, and man, it's unexplainable stuff up there, man. Y'all are, I mean, look, we were all taught physics and this, that, and the other, but there's a lot of subjects they didn't talk to us about or teach us, like about dimensions, other realms, whatever you want to call it. The truth being shown. Uh-oh, I hear my voice on this one. There we go. But yeah, I mean, I think that's crazy as hell. Hey, don't forget to super chat and throw some stickers up, y'all. I'm kidding. Let me get on my new John Boy glasses. I hadn't had these on in a while. I mean, I got a bunch of different glasses. I got so much daggone crap, I don't know what to do with it. But I'm telling you, shipping and everything is about to be a thing of the past, because everything we get from China is fixing to cease, I do believe. I ain't got the music too loud, do I? I can't tell. I ain't never got any feedback on the 5-5. I mean, what's going on out there in the world, man? It's like some crazy stuff, dude, man. I don't know what to say about it, man. It's like crazy in hell. And I did. I witnessed some crazy ass stuff, man. I never knew people could be like they are. I mean, I know I'm stuck in my ways, but man, I know the difference between right and wrong. I know what reality is at the time I'm in it. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain that anymore. I'm gonna have to start giving examples. Now, this is my new line of shades. No, I'm thinking about, for real, I'm gonna start selling sunglasses and hats and t-shirts. Screw that Teespring stuff. Because I'm telling you, that Teespring, they done stole money from me. People have bought stuff. And I haven't seen anything. I mean, you know, People's Last Stand bought a coffee mug. He did a video. He showed the coffee mug. But yet, I never once got any kind of anything. Oh, this is a John Boy one. Tastes like chicken. What all we got going on in there? Paul, this guy, I got blocked on his channel. What's he? Are you serious? Are you serious? He stole that from me. I used to say it all the time till he started saying it all the time. Then I just stopped because I didn't know he was using it like that. I was just being, that was me. And I didn't want to be nothing like this daggum false prophet.
Jeremiah and Ezekiel and already told us that God was going to do that. And then Micah.
All right, I've had enough. Oh God, I've had all I can stand. I like, see how I get oh no, this Roku Wi-Fi thing I got. It works pretty good, I guess. But it could be better. They should have built it bigger with a bigger antenna. I think that's the biggest problem because it gets the same reception as my cell phone. It's got like a cell phone antenna. Hey, man, I ain't seen Bob Ross in forever. What we got here? But it does cancel out the commercials, and it's like a VPN.
In the very near future, for the next show, and hope you become a regular viewer with us. And from all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy
Man, he was a cool dude, man. He was a cool dude. He had hair like crazy, though. Alright, we're done with that. Oh, look. There was a point before YouTube got all crazy. Everybody was trying to get monetized. So we set out to get monetized. It was like me and Super Dave and I forgot who else. People's Last Stand. But about the time we sat there and set out to do that, is when they started censoring real bad, you know what I mean? And I got monetized. And I got like $119 worth of super chats that I've never received. But it came out of everybody's bank account because I talked to everyone that ever super chatted me. And they super chatted me. And the money was taken out of their account. But I never received the money. And then YouTube's claiming that I didn't have any banking information. Well, that's crazy. How did I get monetized without banking information? That's the whole key to being monetized. You get monetized and everything is situated electronically to your bank. You know, you can't get monetized till you have your banking stuff situated with the monetization of YouTube. So I had all that. I got monetized. I received $119 worth of super chats and never got the money, ever. To this day, it's been over 4 years. I mean, y'all tell me, what do? You can't get a hold of YouTube. Same way with daggum eBay. eBay banned me from their system permanently, forever. It doesn't matter if I change computers or anything. The only way I could ever get another account at eBay is to totally become a totally different person with a different social security number, different address, different everything. I mean, that's the only way. Because somehow or another, and I didn't do anything but sell an electric heated jacket. First time ever. They said whatever I did almost jeopardized the whole operation of eBay. I think this daggum China phone, this daggum aBOuT phone right here, is China made. It's got AI built into it. I think it tried to hack eBay through my phone. That's all I can figure. Because I didn't do anything to get banned permanently forever. And you know, that really messes me up because I got foreign coins dating back to the 40s of countries that don't even exist anymore. And I was going to start, I got 3 coins that are worth $40,000 each. And eBay was going to be my marketplace to sell these things. And I can't do it now. I sure could use about $2,000 right about now, you know what I mean? It'd be nice to be able to sell a $40,000 coin. It was like a Jamaican, what year? I can't remember the year. I looked it up. I Googled it. But it was a Queen Elizabeth, whatever, 19, what was that, 64, some, it was in the 60s. And I got one in excellent condition, one's in, it's not excellent, and the other one's just kind of been like, not really that it was in circulation, it just kind of got aged, like moisture got to it. Oh shoot, somebody been writing paragraphs. Oh yeah, that's not, yeah, I don't like the commercials. And they do that stuff on purpose. They sit there, that's that's why they want to sell you the YouTube Premium. They throw the commercials in, like if you're watching something live and they're fixing to give you the meat of the subject, a commercial will come on, it don't pause the live, and by the time the commercial's over, you missed what they're gonna say. Yeah, I've been worrying about some because I've been eating, man, and I just can't. I don't feel like I'm not gaining weight. I eat ribeye steaks every day for 3 months, on top of drinking shakes every day for 3 months, and I didn't gain anything. Crazy. Alright, interesting things. Super Day 44, what's going on? Hey, how you like my hat, man? I know you like hats. Look at that. I even got the eyeball. Yeah. And man, I love these hats. They fit better than a baseball cap, man. They really do. But the one I had when I was like 14, right here, it had like, I wasn't trying to flip y'all off, I just used that finger like, but it had a snap where you could unsnap it and it would like raise up a little more. But it's a pretty cool hat, man. I like this one though. I mean, it's more comfortable than a baseball cap. And with a baseball cap walking through the woods, they're gonna a tree limb will catch that baseball cap up here. and pull it off your head. With this one, look, it's like streamlined, man. The limbs just skim right over it, man. I'm like, yeah, this is what you need to wear in the woods. I guess it's called a barrette. I don't know, but I like how it fits. And I got 2 others too, and then I got 2 more coming through the mail. I got some that are leather and some, just different styles. I don't know what happened to me. But my hair, I need a haircut, man. This stuff has just got too wild. My brother's like, didn't you just get a haircut? I'm like, yeah, I did, but I guess the moon was going to full. Yeah, it's like 60-something degrees out here, I guess. It feels hot to me. I must have cataracts. I can't see unless I pull something way away from me. And then I can't see. Hey, how long a prescription of that ivermectin for 100? Because I'm gonna tell you that's cheap. I think, because I watched that Salty Cracker and I went to the website to check out, their medical deal thing. Man, their packs. I mean, just because they're adding some aspirin and maybe some triple ointment or whatever. But it was like $260-something for a month's supply, or, that one kit. Yeah, I mean, if you can get it over the counter, I was going to go to Co-op or Tractor Supply, but the last time I went to Co-op and got some antibiotics for a cow, it's good for cow, pig, sheep, lamb, whatever. But it's also good. I mean, it's what it is. It's not the human grade, but it's the same difference. But I went to research it, man, and evidently in the human stuff too, I forgot. It was some sort of, you got to shoot it in your butt with a needle. But what was it? Somehow or another, but anyhow, I got to reading the ingredients. And the one ingredient that really stood out to me was formaldehyde. I was like, damn, you got formaldehyde in the antibiotics? So I was like, well, I guess desperate times, if you need antibiotics, you're going to have to take a little, a little formaldehyde and get you ready for the grave, Might get you there sooner, who knows? But yeah, it's crazy. Oh man, I'm just trying to chillax. Y'all just, man, that daggone 7-hour drive back home, I loved it. It got me out of the madhouse, man. I promise y'all, that was crazy. What can I, let's see. We'll just see at the White House what happens with it here. Man, my computer's been a little slow. I thought that should have went to theater and it didn't. What's the deal here? Yeah, I went to Walmart to get some of that fish, some of the fish antibiotics, and They didn't have it in Walmart. They said you have to order that online. I'm like, you're kidding me, right? You mean to tell me every time I go in, and I hate Walmart. I did not go in Walmart for like 6 years straight, and then I had to. And I went in there, and it was to look for the fish antibiotics. And then I couldn't find it, and I found, a manager. I'm like, hey, do y'all have any fish antibiotics? And they're like, oh, you have to order that online. I'm like, are you serious? You got this big old store and you can't put some fish antibiotics on the shelf in the pet section? Come on. But another time I went up there looking for, all right, I bought a bicycle when I was doing the motorized bicycles. That would be in 2016, 17, somewhere in there. I went up there and bought a bike. And I wore the brakes out. So I'm like, when I was a kid, you could go to Kmart. They had extra chains, extra inner tubes. You know what I mean? You could get whatever you need to fix your bike. So I'm like, well, let me go to Walmart. That's where I got the bike. They all have my brake pads I need, right? It's like 10-speed, them little rubber things. I go up there, they didn't have what I need. Well, they had some, but it wouldn't fit my rim. I had a different kind of rim. And I forgot I wound up having to go to Western Auto and find something that I had to make work until I ordered some off the, internet from China. Yeah. And that's what Walmart told me. It's like, well, you can get online and order those brakes. I'm like, y'all sell the bike, you should have the parts on the shelf. That's just my deal. If I live a block away from Walmart and I can walk to Walmart and buy me a bike, I ought to be able to walk to Walmart or ride my bike to Walmart to get brakes for it. It's just crazy. This is a live look at the White House. I'm waiting for some sort of air traffic catastrophe to happen. I'm telling you, they're getting warmed up. They're fixing to aim for that son of a gun right there. I promise you. Mike Smith. How you doing out there? He slipped up on me. And I had my phone propped up on the daggum, whatever you call that mic I just used. Oh man, look, I got this cool. I'm gonna leave it in the package. Can y'all see that? Probably not. But anyhow, it's a spider incense burner. I just thought it was cool. Yeah, I went on a little. Oh, damn! I hate having daggum earphones in. I don't know why they can't design cords that. I don't know. It ain't the cords, but I catch my arms on them and my fingers and. Let's see what else I got on there. Suspicious guys, how you doing out there? Yeah, I'm not really. I don't know. I was gonna get on here and talk about my the views, and I think I did do that. Uh-oh. What? This old, where am I at? This old plasma light, where's the camera at? Oh, I don't have the camera on. It's still working. I don't know how much more life it has in it though. Yeah, I know, I like those frequencies though. They tickle my brain in certain spots. It gets that itch I just can't reach with an ice pick. That was terrible, wasn't it? Oh man. That's crazy. You see how far behind I am? I don't know, I'm getting time sickness watching this. Alright, I'm gonna switch to this and back to this and see. I don't know if you can hear my phone going in the background. Well, yeah, and those plane crashes are in the same vicinity. I mean, Philadelphia and where was the other one at? But anyhow, that's all around Washington, D.C. That's what I'm saying. It's all around Washington, D.C. Yeah. I tried live streaming down there in Fairhope, Alabama, man. I wasn't getting a good signal down there. And then I tried videoing going through the tunnel under the Mobile Bay there. And it's like it took a picture. And I know it was on video. Just crazy stuff. See if I can do this. Do I still have the camera on? I don't think I did. Alright, what was I doing, guys? Man, I'm just now talking about the plane crashes on my phone, watching it. Yeah, I ain't never done any earbuds. That is weird, man. This thing's that far behind. Alright, where did chat pop out to? I'm trying to figure out where chat popped out to. What the hell? I apologize, y'all. I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing. I can't find... Oh well. I can't figure out where that is. Yeah, that AI-driven helicopter looked like it targeted, what, 3 other planes before it finally got one. Did you see where that one YouTube dude bought that $70,000 AI bot and him and his two buddies sitting there kicking it around, shoving it and stuff. Then all of a sudden that thing got up off the floor and took off trying to run, and the dude had to tackle it. That thing was trying to get the hell out of there. And it was an aBOuT. That's what I'm saying. It learned it was getting hurt. I popped the chat out, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Oh, I see it. I can't get it to show up on the screen for some reason. Oh, man. But yeah, I mean, the stuff that's happening, that should have never happened. It wouldn't have, normally. But look, ever since you know who won the you know what, it's been getting crazy out there. I mean, the Cybertruck, I mean, it's just crazy. The guy down in New Orleans. Yeah, I don't know, man. But I did sit there and before Trump got when he was doing his campaigning, I was listening to it live because I was like, man, you don't know what's ever gonna happen. And I was sitting there putting this bumper on this car, and he was sitting there talking, and then I heard pew, pew, pew. I jumped up and I got running over there, and daggum, all I saw was a bunch of people piled up on top of the stage. I was like, he just got assassinated attempt. I didn't know what was up with him. I sat there and saw him getting up, and then he put his fist in there and yelled, fight, fight, fight. But now, that was all cool then, but man, I still refer back to that, where he likes that story about the snake. That story right there. You knew I was a snake before you took me in, Saying that right there tells me that when he first got in, he was cold and weak. But since America took him in, he's warmed up and became the vicious snake that he is. You see what I'm saying? You knew what I was before you took me in. We're all scrogged, man. We're all scrogged. I ain't worried about it, though. I can't die soon enough, I don't think. Man, I've dealt with, look, I was a daredevil growing up, man. Look, my mom looked out the door one day and saw me jumping. Look, I put a ramp up, and I got like 6 of the neighborhood kids to lay down so I could jump them with my bicycle. And my mom caught me doing it. You know how dangerous that is? And I'm like, in my mind, it's not dangerous at all because I'm the one doing it. I know what I'm doing, you know what I mean? Evel Knievel, man, back in the 70s, man, I was a kid in the 70s. The only thing we had was the wide world of sports, and they'd break live sometimes. Evel Knievel was fixing to jump the Grand Canyon. That jugger would wind up landing down in the daggone Snake River on boulders and stuff. And he'd recover, and he'd come back with another stunt. That jugger gonna jump something on a motorcycle, rocket car. It didn't matter. Evel Knievel was the dude. And what else do you have back then? You had Batman and Robin, Superman. I mean, the 70s was kind of generic because you didn't have much to choose from, but what you had to choose from was valuable. You know what I mean? I don't know. Nowadays, it's just... But anyhow, that's what happened with me. Evel Knievel, man, I was going to be a stunt man. I just had to do that, y'all. Apologize. To help ease my nerve with this dadgum genuine CCCP shot glass. Yeah. A little bit of this wild turkey 101. The breakfast of hillbillies. Oh, God. I don't know what to do anymore, y'all. I mean, I went down there to support my mom and help her. And look, I'm going to tell y'all what I did. All right, this is the problem with rich, greedy people. My mom's one of them. She's got like, I don't know how much the house is. It's well over $750,000. I mean, the golf course comes up to her back fence. You know what I mean? It's a golf course house. She's been kind of bedridden, I guess, for 2 years. But I didn't realize that stuff until I got down there on Mother's Day. My brother fails to give true details. So I knew how bad she was, and then she's gonna get a hip operation. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I ought to go down there, because I'm kind of worried, you know, she is my mom. But man, to get down there and be talked to and treated like she did me, that's just... But what I was trying to get to, though, this is a big-ass house, man. I don't know how many. You had 4 or 5 different air conditioners. You know, the garage is heated and aired. And, but it hadn't been dusted in a while. You got, like, marble countertops, and hardwood floors, and ceramic tile floors, and ceiling fan. The ceiling's, like, 20 foot high and stuff, right? These ceiling fans, I had to get out an 8-foot extension ladder to get up there to them. Or not extension, step ladder, I mean. But, and look, I didn't use no daggone Swiffer. I had a daggone kitchen towel and a can of Pledge. I sat there and look, rich people have a lot of wood furniture, a lot. The couches even have wood on them. You know what I mean? Everything's got wood, and there's glass everywhere. Mirrors, pictures. I dusted every frame on every picture. I took lampshades off the chandeliers and dusted them, dusted the bulbs, dusted the chandelier, chain and all the way up to the ceiling, to the daggum pedestal, hooked to the ceiling. You know what I mean? I dusted everything. I dusted the top of the cabinets, top of the refrigerator. I dusted. There was no dust anywhere. I dusted. You know what? Rich people have baseboards at the ceiling. So I'm dusting all the baseboards around the ceiling. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention the fireplace and the mantle. And the list goes on and on and on. And you know, rich people, they just can't have a regular cabinet with a door that shuts. It's got to have glass in it so you can see what's behind the door that shuts. The wooden door. I mean, God, I sat there and cleaned. And she just... You know, you talk about popping a balloon. That woman's nothing but a human pincushion. Don't get too close, or she'll pop your dreams, pop your balloons, man. And then have her own reality in her mind and start accusing you of something that you didn't do. And then when you try to say, oh, no, I am. All right, I'll make an example. Because she's having this hip replacement, we're trying to make sure the daggum house is accessible for her to get through and not trip. Woman had too much stuff, so we're having to kind of declutter. Not that it was cluttered, just try to make it a little more roomier. Because, you know, caregivers are going to come out, or therapy, whatever, the home therapy. Oh man, we're trying to get her ready for home therapy so she wouldn't have to spend 6-10 weeks away from home in a nursing home. You know what I mean? I mean, that's crazy. You're on a schedule there. At least at home, you're at home. But anyhow, there was this deal. It looked like, I don't know, it was like 2.5 foot tall, about 14 inches, across square. It looked like a big old metal lantern that had a candle in it. Come to find out, it was a heater. But it was sitting on top of this little wooden table. The table was about the same size as the base of that heater. So it looked like it belonged together, right? But what we needed to do is I put the heater in the sunroom, and I moved that table to the other side of the room, right? Well, later on, I go to the hospital, and she's found out everything's getting moved and everything, right? And she goes, well, where'd you put that heater? I said, I put it in the sunroom. And she goes, no, you can't put that in the sunroom. It'll warp. It'll peel the wood. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's made out of metal. It's a heater. No, the wood table's gonna warp and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, hang on. I didn't put the table. Stop arguing with me. I'm like, hold on, stop arguing with me. She's sitting in the hospital bed after surgery doing this shit to me. And I'm like, I don't understand what you're talking about. And she goes, you can't put it all out there like that. I go, I didn't. I said, I put the heater out. You quit arguing. You shut up now. I'm like, oh my God. And this is what I figured out had happened. In her mind, that heater and that table were one unit. They were one piece. So when I told her I put the heater in the sunroom, in her mind, she saw I put the heater and the table the heater was sitting on in the sunroom, right? So she was so worried about that table that wasn't in the sunroom, because in her mind she believed it was, because I moved the heater out there. I could not get her to stop to let her know the table's not out there before she blew it all out that she's yelling for me to shut up and stop arguing, which I wasn't arguing. I was trying to tell her the table's not out there. So after that, I go to visit her the next morning. She won't talk to me. Give me the cold shoulder. Won't say shit. I'm like, all right. She loves coffee. I must have inherited her coffee. I got it worse than she's got it. I about got the first morning I went there. We got there at like 5:30 in the morning. There wasn't no coffee anywhere. And I asked this nurse, y'all have a suggestion box? Because look, get a pay coffee machine in here. The one that drops the cup. Dadgone. People in here before the cafeteria don't open up to like 7:15. And I'm there at 5:30. And I'm out of coffee. Oh, God. Well, I didn't know my mom was a coffee freak like that either till I was up there. But anyhow, she wouldn't talk to me. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm fixing to leave. I'm fixing to come back to Tennessee. And I go down, she's on the second floor. I go down the first floor and I'm walking out. And I see this coffee truck. I'm like, I know she likes her coffee black, so I can't mess that up, right? She don't want any sugar or cream in it. She likes it black. I'm like, man, how can I miss? Because let me tell you, down there in that cafeteria, a daggum 20-ounce coffee costs you $3. And I mean, it was the brand I liked, but it just didn't taste right. You know, community coffee. I like some community coffee. But whatever this, it was a mobile. You know, they had a trailer they pulled in over there by the emergency room entrance, and they set up a little coffee deal. So I go over there, and it's like Americana. Oh, that's what I ordered, coffee seeds, y'all. I'm fixing to start growing my own coffee. And ginseng. I got some ginseng seeds coming. Y'all just don't know. It's time to get ready. And then I found out, man, there's this certain vine, and I see it all the time, and it gives you energy and stamina, and it'll calm you. And man, I'm fixing to harvest some of that and make some tinctures. Oh, that's another thing. Check this out. Y'all think, look, I'm getting ready, y'all. I ordered 100 bottles. And I still, hey, let me do this. All right. Look, I already got some homemade iodine made, right? Check this out. You see this box right here? I mean, guess what's in it? Can y'all see in there? All right, I'm gonna put one on now. Little dropper bottles, man. I'm gonna put my homemade iodine in there. And it's good for purifying. I mean, like, what do you call it? Detoxing. It'll deworm. And look, it's made out of black walnut shells, right? And it'll sit there and you can use it on wounds. It's iodine. It really is iodine. But you can use it on your wounds, and you can take drops. You can put it in water or whatever. But it's used as a dewormer or purification. You know what I'm talking about? And I got 100 bottles, and that ain't enough for the amount I made. Yeah, I made a quart of that stuff. It'll go a long way. But anyhow, I'm gonna use some of these. I don't know if people's last stand. I'm Seven Spalding. How you doing out there? But yeah, I got all those dropper bottles, and man, y'all just look. I'm telling y'all, I'm fixing to start selling these beret hats, because I'm gonna start a new fad out here in the real world. These things are better than baseball caps, especially for walking through the woods. Look at my hair, though. Look, I got my hair. I need a haircut like a mother. But look, this hat is cool. Y'all see that? Hang on. It fits better than a ball cap. It's comfortable, and like I said, the limbs just skim right over it, where a baseball cap, it'll catch that. I mean, it ain't got to get under this brim on a baseball cap. It'll just touch up here because it's straight. And look, you see these? I'm telling y'all, my eyes so daggum open. I want people to know that you're gonna see this on about everything I wear. I've got like 20 this size, and oh yeah, I bought some even bigger than the one I got on my knit hat. Y'all just wait. And then I got a lot of secret squirrel patrol patches. Little squirrely squirrel. I love that little squirrel to death. Oh, I ain't keeping up the chat, man. I apologize. I'm bad about it. I just got on there, man, because I'm telling you, life is crazy. I've watched somebody that can't function in right now because of the past. Or because of past advice, but multiple choices. So they don't know how to make a decision between what choice to make, so they don't make a choice, therefore they don't go forward. It's the craziest shit I've ever seen. And then, oh man, I'm telling you, man, I've seen some crazy shit. And I mean, I'm like, man, look, I always always thought my brother was like, had some sort of con going, you know what I mean? To where he could get out doing stuff, because he'd go, you know, I mean, he's medically, I don't know, it's the craziest shit I ever seen in my life. And then my mom, she's like, she thinks she's a queen on a throne, man. I mean, she's like, this is how my brother, all right, y'all don't know the whole extent of everything. Me and my brother's inheritance got stolen when my dad died. And basically, the stepmom that did the stealing had evidently made my brother feel like his life was in danger there, and the only place he had to go was my mom's. And I'm gonna tell you what, I ain't never seen somebody that's gotta sit there and do everything to the T by the rule, because she's got rules for everything. Just crazy shit, man. And when I got down there and he's telling me how I need to take a shower, I'm like, hang on, man, look, ho. The shower curtain, look, this is what I don't get. And I ain't never seen a shower, I ain't never used a shower that had a curtain, but the rod bows out from the tub, but you fold the curtain into the tub when you're taking a shower, but when he gets through, he's got to let it hang and drip. I assume it's gonna have to drip on the tile floors, right? And I'm like, dude, what? I go, wouldn't it make more sense to leave it lipped inside the tub, so if it does drip, you know, it's dripping in the tub, you know, that's kind of designed to drain water to where it needs to go. Oh, God. And then you gotta have the exhaust fan on, or I used to call it the fart fan. But yeah, you gotta have that thing on when you're taking a shower, and you can't leave soap or anything. You know, it's got like 4 built-in shelves in the wall of the shower, but you can't leave any shampoo or soap on it. You gotta take that out. I'm like, are you kidding me? I go, but yeah, I know she's kind of handicapped and all, but she's got a lot of hanging things in her shower. It's got a lot of different daggum soaps and this and that and the others, and I'm like, how come, you know, do as I say, not as I do, you know, that's all it is to it. Do as I say, not as I do. I must have knocked that thing up a little bit. I can't keep my cigarette lit, y'all. Oh, God. But yeah, it's just crazy. What? Past. Oh, you ain't joking, man. I watched it do it. I watched the past sit there and kick my look. My mom and my brother are still living like my dad was alive, and he was the worst thing since dadgum cockaburs on your toilet paper. You know what I mean? It's just crazy, man. Oh, I about yanked these daggum things out of my ear again. God, I'm sick of these things. What? I almost got 10,000 people in the chat? No, look. That messes with the AI when you say stuff like that. And then the AI kind of glitches. And it might throw about 5,000 people up in the chat per second. Because it's like, oh, I'm slipping. Oh, wait a minute, he tricked me. I've been battling that AI since I found out its existence. Yeah, I've been warning and warning. Shoot, in the 90s, from like 97 on up, people were like, what are you looking at? I'm like, do you not? And back then, these jets were so high up in the atmosphere, you couldn't really even see them. But they'd made some sort of sheen that almost looked like oil. This is back during the Gulf War. And I used to assume that I was just seeing the oily residue of the smoke from the Gulf War up in the atmosphere, and that's why I seen all the rainbow colors. But over a period of time, it kept getting lower and lower and lower until here we are now. So, I don't know. But yeah, I went down there. I just looked. How did that work? Oh yeah, the Thursday she finally got home, right? And she had made a comment about, she said, I just don't understand why you have so much bad luck and why things go bad for you. And I said, well, I can simply tell you it's because I stand up for the truth. You know what I mean? I'd sit there, and she kind of looked at me, like she didn't understand what I was saying. I go, well, look, when you're standing up for what's right, it's a lot of trouble. It's easier to, not give a crap and just let it slide, I guess. And then I go, well, let me give you an example. One time my dad, and as soon as I said the word dad, the most hated man that's ever breathed air on this earth, according to her, everyone, oh, I'm not gonna, I'm like, no, I'm not, I'm like, let me finish the point I'm trying to make. I'm like, look, I'm not talking about him. I'm trying to tell you about this fight I have with, I don't want to hear. I'm like, listen, I'm trying to explain to you why life is so bad for me. It's all about standing up for truth and fact. The world doesn't like it. And then I said, because she kind of chilled out for a second, I go, he asked me, why don't you just give in instead of fighting it? And she looked, I go, look, I got a ticket. And as soon as I said ticket, she thought cops and how they beat my ass and shit. There you go, you're talking about cops and blah, blah, blah. No, I was trying to give her an example of, like, say you got a dash camera in your car and you come to a complete stop at a stop sign. And then when you pull off from that stop sign, you get pulled over by the police and given a ticket for not stopping at the stop sign you stopped at. Well, you got video footage showing you stopped. So you're going to go to court and say, I did not run the stop sign, Your Honor. I got video footage. But what my dad was telling me to do was go in there and just pay the fine, even if I didn't do it. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to sit there and cave in because it's easier. See, that's the thing. It's easier. But I couldn't, this woman, once I said dad, she blew up. And then I said ticket. Then she blew up because it's cops now. And then she said, shut up. I'm like, what? Shut up. I'm like, you don't yell at me like, you don't tell me to shut up like that. You know what I mean? And that's when I sat there and turned around. I walked out. Come here. Y'all hang on. I got a visitor. That was old Squirrely Squirrel went by the door. So I went and grabbed some, I grabbed her some sunflower seeds and a pecan half. I'm glad to see she's still around, man. That daggum hawk going, I don't know, that thing looked like a gold eagle, man. Or golden eagle. He might have had like a 4-foot wingspan on it. Testing. I'm trying out these different, see which mic sounds a little like that. We'll leave it on that one right there. Well, yeah, she took our cash inheritance and went on a cruise, and after she got off the cruise, she went to Las Vegas. Because she took my dad's will and disappeared it, and then made up her own will. Because that green truck I drive, that was given to me by my father before he died, and the will was given to her son-in-law. I mean, what? How did that happen? See, my stepmom, one way or another, somehow blackmailed my dad. Because my dad was always worried about how other people looked upon him. He wanted to have the look of someone that was good and upstanding. But in reality, he was just, a piece of shit that wanted to be a control freak. Nothing anybody could do was ever good enough. You know what I mean? He was that kind of person. But he wanted neighbors and people to look at him as he's a family man. He's the father all children should have. Yep. And I'm not talking bad about him. I mean, that's how I learned how to drive and learned how to mechanic. But he could never break me, man. He tried to make me do things his way. Never could, because I'm an individual. I can meet the end goal doing it a different way. You know what I mean? I don't have to do it his way to get the same end result. You know what I mean? That's all that matters, is the end result, right? But yeah, I mean, where was I going with all this? I don't know, man. It's just crazy, man. I watched my brother can't function because he's worried about making the right decision and things in the past. Joker's 50-something years old, and he says, well, he's gonna change. I just look at him and go, Joy, you're like 50-something years old. Ain't nothing changed yet. So when you plan on making this change, huh? Well, I need to talk to my doctor. That's your first problem. I might have some problems. My problem is I don't sugarcoat shit. You know what I mean? I don't sugarcoat. I don't beat around the bush. I get to the point. There's no other way to do it. We ain't got much time here, right? So I'm not going to sit here and hee-haw around and get around to telling you something. I'm just going to bluntly tell you straight out. Boom! You know what I mean? But other people are worried about hurting feelings. Well, the truth hurts, and there's a reason why there's a saying, the truth hurts. And if more people start hurting people with the truth, we'd have a better world. But it's the truth, the absolute balance you cannot use in this world. I mean, what? What does everybody have against the fucking truth? Excuse my language, but this video is not made for kids. I did click that. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know. It's not really the flu. It's a biological attack on. Look, these MFers go to daggum chicken ranches and cattle ranches and they act like they found something and tell these farmers they gotta kill it all. Kill it all. You know? Bullshit. When I was growing up, chickens would get sick and then they'd get over it and they'd be healthy again. I mean, how many humans get the flu before all this COVID bullshit? Humans would get the flu and then get over it, right? Now, the people that had other conditions, the flu might get them because they had other conditions. Kind of sounds like COVID-19, right? If your immune system's down, it'll probably get you. Well, they saw that the beta test just wasn't tough enough, so let's go ahead with full scale whatever. 4 out of 5 people dropped dead from this one. You know, so they're gonna unleash that. It's known, man. It's a known fact they're gonna do it. Daggum Billy Boy sat there and told you in 2025, I feel like it's gonna be a bad one. As he's doing his little. Oh yeah, check out that. Can y'all see that? Hang on, where's that? Daggum guitar head on that sucker. I got a bowl of the match, man. Yeah, I'm fixing to change the channel. Yep. It's gonna be the brand new John Boy. I still wear the flannel shirts and all. Oh, did y'all see my tactical vest? Yep. I've got tactical gloves, tactical vest. I've got what the cops got. You know what I'm saying? It's the only way I feel safe to drive. I'm fixing to start wearing that while I'm driving, man. So that way if I get pulled over, they might think twice. I gotta get this, man. Y'all just don't know, man. Well, I talked about it in my early stream. I'm not gonna say it in this stream. It's just crazy. Excuse me. Hang on. It's starting to sound like Ron Upchurch and his breathing in his videos. I just can't help it, man. It's hard to breathe. This air we have to breathe, man. It's so saturated with shit. Hell, when I was down there in Fairhope, Alabama, those clouds, they were not above 1,000 feet. And the bottoms of them were, you know, maybe 500 feet. I can't keep this dadgum earpiece in my ear to save my life. God. Oh, yeah, let's see where I'm at. But man, going down in that tunnel in Mobile, Alabama, that's kind of freaky. Now I'm watching this on YouTube on my phone, and I'm just now showing that wrist bracelet thing. Oh, and check this out. You know that skull ring I showed during a live stream 2 weeks ago, maybe? I woke up one morning after showing that, the next morning, matter of fact, and that ring was not on my finger. It was not under the bed. It was not in the sheets. It was nowhere to be found. What happened to it? What happened to it is what I want to know. It just disappeared, and I'm like, man, I kind of like that ring. It was a skull ring with a dragon scale on it. And then I put red paint down in the eyes to make the eyes, red. But yeah, that just disappeared. I'm like, well, that's crazy. I don't know how it did it, but it did it. That's all right. Oh man, y'all, I don't know, man. My dadgum little 12-volt diesel heater went out on me last night, y'all. I woke up about 4 o'clock this morning. I'm like, damn, it feels a little cold in here. And I didn't hear it going because you hear the fuel pump on it. It's like a little. And then you hear the fan a little bit. I had it on low. But I didn't hear anything. I'm like, what the hell? So I got out of bed. Daggum 61 degrees. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I went over there. I mean, you can see the screens on and it's saying E08. I'm like, daggum, that's an error code. And I hit the start button, and it acted like it was starting up. But man, that thing was acting like a diesel that didn't want to crank. What I think has happened, I've been using an agricultural diesel. It's got that red dye in it. And I've noticed the exhaust is getting like black soot. So what I think is just too much dye in this stuff, and it clogged up an air intake somewhere. Because it looked like a fogger machine. I'm serious. It was crazy. That is crazy, Mike. You can't leave a comment. I've had that happen sometimes. I don't have comments turned off, though. Did you hear that sound? Or was that on the... See, I'm trying to light up. This is my little plasma. Where's it? You know, it's windproof. It don't matter if you got 100-mile-an-hour wind. You can sit there and light up your cigarette. But I guarantee it's not waterproof. Yeah, y'all know the shit done hit the fan. The shit has hit the fan, and we didn't hear the starting gun. You know what I mean? Test. I don't know which. That way I don't get any copyrights. What? Trying to read that, man. I can't see. Oh yeah, who knows? I mean, I think I get abducted at night for real. Sometimes I get up and I got like scratches on me that I'm like, how did that get there? And I'll feel tired as crap, like I worked all night or something, like I hadn't had any sleep. I'm telling you, man, there's something going on. Reality is not what they say it is, man. They like I said earlier, they teach us physics and stuff like that, but there's more than just physics. Physics is the basics. There's something beyond physics. Yeah, there's something beyond physics, y'all. It's dimensional. It's quantum. That quantum computer, man, is in another dimension. More than one other dimension. And now they're gonna open up Stargate here in America. I mean, come on. That's just crazy, man. I mean, that's the only name you can come up with. I know noticed when I made my order on my tobacco and ginseng and coffee beans, well, you know, plant, I'm fixing seeds. I guess you call them seeds because they ain't been roasted. I'm fixing to grow me some, man, I had some coffee that came from, it was called shade-grown coffee, and it came from the Himalayas. Man, that coffee was so good. I mean, it wasn't flavored or anything. It was real. I mean, it was hard. It was expensive, but I got it cheap, and I bought it in bulk, man. But man, that stuff, when you roasted it, it almost reminded you of mocha. You know what I mean? It had like a chocolatey, it was so good. So I figure here where I'm at, I'm on a hill. And I'm gonna try to mimic. I know I don't have probably the same temperatures and humidities, but at least I'll try with the lighting to mimic, and I'll try with, you know, water. But I'm gonna try to mimic that stuff that they grew over there in the Himalayas. But anyhow, yeah, I got my own coffee plants I'm fixing to start growing. I've got, like I said, I got 2 different breeds of tobacco coming. I got sugar cane. Yeah, I'm fixing, man, y'all just don't know. This summer, I ought to video it, but I ain't got time, man. If y'all, look, I should have went a whole different way on this daggum John Boy channel. Cause I basically, I bugged out in 2014. I had bought this place, this land, in 2012. And I just, you know, I messed around down here for like 2 years. I didn't do that much. But right at the end of the second year of owning this, it's when I was like, man, I gotta get ready to get on here. So I built the bug out camp. In 2014, I bugged on out of Jackson, Tennessee. I was like, I'm getting out of there. So I should have went the whole route of showing how I established the bug out camp. By no means do I live in a $750,000 house that's got a heat and air garage. Yeah, I had to tell my mother. I looked at her. I go, you got too much glass in your, I mean, there's vases, beer steins, just glass and vases, and just unbelievable. Rich people suck. And look, for the first time, I guess since they bought the house or built the house or whatever, she's got all these recessed lights in the kitchen. I mean, these are some high ceilings. And these are the kind of lights, when you turn them on, it's like, damn. I want to turn on the lights. But after they're on for a while, man, them things, they brighten it up. And it don't hurt your eyes, but it's bright as hell, right? Man, that place looked fabulous after I dusted everything and had all those lights on. Man, I was like, this looks good. Her first night back, my mom's first night back, and my last night there was not a single light on in the house. I'm talking about black darkness. So that morning, man, I got up like 4. Well, yeah, I got up at 4, and it's pitch black in there, right? I'm like, look at this. My brother, I was using it. Look, I slept on a slab floor for 5 nights, man, in a sleeping bag with my little dog. Ouija, she was right there with me. But yeah, 5 days I slept on concrete. I mean, there was a rug and padding or whatever in between me and that concrete down there, but it was a hard surface. And it's one of them old sleeping bags that were like from the 1960s, made out of cotton or whatever. I mean, 60s style. I ain't saying it was that old. It could have been. Whew. But anyhow, I got up and I'm like, damn, look at this. So I got in there, I took a shower, but I did it my way. Well, no, I'll take that back. I did turn on the exhaust fan. I was like, if this is one for, and I did put the soap back under the sink where my brother's got a towel set, because I was like, man, where do you put this if you can't keep it in there? He's like, oh, and he opens up a cabinet under the sink and goes, I got a towel down here. And I was like, okay, because I was worried about the water residue on it. I mean, if you gotta wipe everything down, and I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not, I mean, how can I put this? I understand clean, but then there's hospital clean. And your house ain't gotta be hospital clean, you know what I mean? But anyhow, all the lights are out and stuff. And I was like, Joey, I go, why is it so dark in here? And he goes, well, how did he say it again? I want to say it exactly like he said it. He said, Mama keeps the lights out because the bulbs are so expensive she doesn't want to burn them out. Now let that set for a minute. Y'all think about that reasoning. She doesn't turn the lights on because she doesn't want to burn them out. Alright. What good is having the lights if you never use them? See? And that's how they are. They can't go forward in time. They can't even exist in the present. For shit like that. They can't turn the lights on because it might burn them out. So therefore, just stay in the dark. Because the lights might burn out if you use them. Is that not the craziest reasoning you've ever heard? Why have lights if you don't use them, man? I mean, come on. Really? Oh yeah, here's my little beard comb. Can y'all see that? It's what keeps me all razzle-dazzle, you know what I mean? This camera's so backwards. And then I've been using this beard balm. I think that's why they gave me the sobriety test. I didn't think about it. They said they smell alcohol. I forgot this beard balm was cherry tobacco bourbon. Yeah. You know, hillbillies are known to be stupid. Hey, I seen all that stuff you're seeing on the screen. Yeah. I sat there, I did not know those streets were circles. And I saw the Jefferson Monument for the third time. I'm like, how am I seeing the same thing 3 times if I've never got off the same road I've been on? I mean, you can't tell when you're driving, you can't tell it's curving, but it's a circle. And I went around, when I saw the Jefferson Monument for the 3rd time, I'm like, man, I'm lost. I gotta be lost. And then I got off the road to find a gas station to ask directions, and dadgum, if I couldn't find anybody that spoke English. I'm like, man, you gotta be kidding me. I went to 3 different gas stations before I found somebody at a gas station that spoke enough broken English that I could figure out I needed to be on that road that was overpassing the road I was on. and I could see the entrance to it, but the only way to get to it was to go 2 miles the opposite direction, catch a median turnaround, and come back 2 miles to get to it. And I told that gas station attendant, I go, I'm fixing, and look, their medians were like a Indian mound, man. They were like this. They were like 3 foot high or something. And I told that guy, I said, I'm fixing to drive over that median to get to that entrance. He go, no, you can't do it. I go, watch me. And this is in like 1990. And I drove over that median to get, I wasn't taking that road out. I said, man, I done been around there 3 times. I wasn't going around a 4th. Man, I'm having wrecks with my coffee cup. Oh, man, I've been using the crap out of this thing. Keep coffee as just as hot as it was when you poured it in 4 hours ago. Man, it's good. Oh, let's see. Am I missing a chat? Yes. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube, they changed up. Community post is not community post anymore. It is now just called post. And if you click on a picture, it does something totally different than it used to do. And going live on the phone is different. I wish you could get the landscape again, but it wants you to stay in portrait. Hey, look, I need to make some coffee real quick. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Hey, love, I'm out here dealing with Squirrely Squirrel. I don't know if she sees a hawk or something. She's acting kind of weird for a second. I'll be right back. Just hang on. Bear with me. I'll be right back in a second. Well, y'all just don't know, man. To have a daggum wild squirrel sit there and let you, I mean, it'll lay on its back in your hand and you rub its stomach and chest and under its arms and its neck. And it just loves it. And it looks at you and you can see it. It's just weird. It's the weirdest thing. I was trying to get her in here so I could get her on camera, but, you know, a building. I mean, I had her in here, when was it? Yesterday? Because she's kind of familiar with this area right here, because this is where I, was rescuing her at. I thought I ran out of songs for a second there. Well, look. I'm gonna go ahead and I guess end this. I got some stuff I need to do. I actually need to get that heater taken apart and fix it. Because that's a whole lot cheaper than using electricity. So look, I appreciate everybody that hung out with me. I hope y'all have a better day than me. Cause I just, this reality is crazy, man. Crazy. Never seen anything like it, man. And, well, I don't know. I know I sound like I'm gonna end, but when you look somebody in their eyes and tell them the only way you can change is if you change. You have to do it. And then they go, I know. Well, if you know, why haven't you made that change? Well, because in 1980, hang on. You know how long ago 1980 whatever was? This is now. And I even told them that. I'm like, how did I put it to him? I go, you are having trouble existing in the present because you cannot escape the past. The only thing tying you to the past is the past. You know what I mean? Can't have any future goals when you can't get past the past. When you can't live in the now, what future do you have? You know what I mean? If you can't live in right now, I'm telling you, I don't plan for shit, because anytime I plan to do something, it doesn't happen. It won't happen. Something causes it not to happen. So I don't plan. I might have an idea of doing something, and you gotta subconsciously think about it without thinking about it, and come up with your plan without actually coming up with the plan. You've got to wait until that pinpoint moment to execute the plan that you haven't even thought of, because if you had a thought of it in the regular way of thinking, Something's already known what you're about to do and is fucking up your plans. Did that make any sense? Anytime I've ever voiced anything, this is in the old days, if I ever told somebody my plans, it would get scrogged up. So then I stopped telling people, and I found out if I think about it, I can get it done. But then, the regular thinking, something would intercept that and screw up my plan. So I had to do this subliminal thinking where I'm not thinking consciously, but I am somehow thinking a plan together without using my thinking part that is being read by whatever's reading it. And then I gotta execute it like, boom, here I go. And then it catches them off guard and they can't counter my plans unless it takes too long. Whatever, huh? It makes sense if you don't think about it. But look, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Maybe someday it'll get better. I'm not saying it's bad. I love the trees and the squirrels and the deer and the dogs and the cats and whatever else runs around through the woods. I'm not too crazy about the Bigfoots, but they exist too. So until next time, this old John boy saying don't